Are taxpayers entitled to know how much the government is spending on a court battle that's been going on for over 10 years? That's the question currently before the British Columbia Court of Appeal. The BC government has spent over a decade in court fighting to restrict access to healthcare. They're fighting a constitutional challenge to a law that restricts patients from buying health insurance. The law keeps sick patients on waiting lists, it extends their suffering, and hurts their health. Now, litigation costs a lot of money, but in this case, it's your money, taxpayer money. And at the Canadian Constitution Foundation, we think you deserve to know how much the government has spent fighting to restrict your access to healthcare. That's why we filed a Freedom of Information request asking the BC government to come clean on how much they've spent on this case. We're only asking for one number: the total amount spent on the case by the government since 2009. It's a routine request, one that governments across Canada have granted without objection many times. Once they received our request, BC bureaucrats prepared a document that contains a number with the total cost, one single number. And we know it's a big number, but now we don't know how big, because once that document was ready, the BC government stepped in and stopped it from being shared. Now we're in court arguing that the government cannot keep this information secret. The fight over revealing how much of your money the government has spent is now at the Court of Appeal in BC, which means they've spent even more money just to try and stop us from finding out how much money they've spent on another case. If you want updates on this case and others like it, be sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe to our mailing list at theccf.ci.